And we have a big breaking at this hour at 9:30. Kejriwal is going for 10 days Vipassana course and he's likely to skip the ED summon. If that happens, this will be for the second time that Kejriwal would be skipping the ED summon. Let me tell you that on the 2nd of November also, the Enforcement Directorate had summoned Kejriwal in the Liquorgate Scam case, but he had skipped it. Now he has been summoned by ED on the 21st of December. And as we are getting the information that Delhi's Chief Minister is all set to head out for 10-day Vipassana meditation, there are chances that he will be skipping yet again another summon of the Enforcement Directorate. For more on this, we have our colleague Anuj on ground, who is reporting on this developing situation. Anuj, a very good morning to you. As a lot of chaos is going on, the opposition is also protesting against the government over suspension of MPs. Kejriwal also met Mamata Banerjee, who is in New Delhi. We are getting this information that Kejriwal is all set to step out for 10-day Vipassana meditation. So, Anuj, please throw some light on the timing of this Vipassana meditation course that Kejriwal is planning to go out for.
Well, exactly. That's something what we have told sources that Arvind Kejriwal is going to go for 10 days. This is going to be the Vipassana session of Arvind Kejriwal. He used to visit there every year. So this is again going to be the repetition of the same. So today he will be leaving. That's something what we have been told. If you talk about the itinerary, then let me tell you today what I have been told through my sources in the Aam Aadmi Party, that he is going to join the India Alliance meeting, which is going to happen at 3 p.m. in the national capital itself. And after the meeting, directly from there, he will be leaving for 10 days. He will be going for Vipassana, and in between, as we do know that this is the second time when Arvind Kejriwal has been summoned by Enforcement Directorate in the liquor policy implementation and the irregularities in the same on 21st. What we have been told that this is most likely that he's going to skip the summon again. On 2nd of November, let me remind you, he was summoned first time by the Enforcement Directorate. There, he has given certain reasons to the Enforcement Directorate, a kind of notice that was a kind of reply rather that was given by Arvind Kejriwal, that there is no clarity. He called it a propaganda, he called it a witch hunt, and he also gave a reply to Enforcement Directorate where he mentioned that there is no clarity that in what manner, in what term he has to be there in front of the Enforcement Directorate. Now this is the second time when he has been summoned on 21st of December. But as we are telling this to our viewers, this is all set itinerary of the Delhi Chief Minister Arvind Kejriwal, that today he is going to leave late evening after the Indian Alliance meeting. The moment it will get over, what I have been told through my sources, he will be flying and he will be leaving for 10 days. He is not going to be here in the national capital. He is going to be there in this Vipassana session, which he is attending every year. So this is again when Arvind Kejriwal is going to skip the summon. We will have to see, we will have to wait what Enforcement Directorate and what is going to. First, we will wait and watch what exactly is going to be the reason that is going to be given to the Enforcement Directorate. As per my sources, this is again going to be the reason for the Vipassana only and the medication. Whereas the Enforcement Directorate, what exactly is going to be the next course of action from the Enforcement Directorate, that is something what we are waiting for. And this is going to be all by the legalities, what I have been told. This is Council and the legal team of Arvind Kejriwal, the Chief Minister of Delhi, who's working on the same. They are going to send a reply to the Enforcement Directorate regarding this summon. And most likely, that's something what we have been told. Arvind Kejriwal, second time, is going to skip this particular summon which has been given by the Enforcement Directorate in the liquor policy implementation, which was implemented by Arvind Kejriwal and the Delhi government. We have seen ups and downs, the irregularities. We have seen the ministers who are already nabbed and who is already behind the bars. If we talk about Arvind Kejriwal ministers, the Aam Aadmi Party ministers, we have seen Deputy Chief Minister who was raided, who was arrested. We have seen Sanjay Singh coming in the connection, the Rajya Sabha MP of Aam Aadmi Party. And this is the Supremo of Aam Aadmi Party, Arvind Kejriwal, who is going to be questioned regarding the connections, regarding the irregularities, regarding the funds. So there the Enforcement Directorate, as I am pointing it out again, earlier sent the notice on 2nd of November, and this was for the 21st of December, when Arvind Kejriwal is again summoned by the Enforcement Directorate. But now Arvind Kejriwal is most likely to skip the summon, as he is going to go for Vipassana. He is going to be there for 10 days. Today he is going to attend the meeting, the India Alliance meeting in the national capital itself. Let me also remind you that yesterday this was Arvind Kejriwal, the Supremo of Aam Aadmi Party, who met with Mamata Banerjee, later Uddhav Thackeray, and today meeting with Stalin also at 10 a.m. Yes, back to you.
Yes, Anuj. We have RP Singh right now on phone with us. Sir, very good morning to you. Could you please tell me that, though it's a coincidence that, as Arvind Kejriwal is summoned by ED and he is to appear on the 21st of December, do you think that the timing of this Vipassana 10-day meditation course is somewhat, at least to me, it's reminding of a child who somehow falls sick before an examination? So what do you have to say to this latest development, sir?
Well, he is no more a child, one. Secondly, he is a learned person and he's the Chief Minister of State. He is trying to mock the system, but he is forgetting that ultimately the system will catch on him. But he can't escape the inquiry and the investigation. He might skip this time. There will be another notice which will be served, and after the third notice, the ED has right to come and arrest him. I mean, he's trying to push ED because he wants to gain some sympathy. He's trying to build up that message in Delhi that he is a victim, and he'll try to gain some sympathy. But ultimately, ED will left with no other option than issuing a third notice and then arresting him.
Sir, I also wanted to ask you one thing, that today the India Alliance is all set to meet at 3 p.m. in the afternoon, but Kejriwal has already had a meeting with Mamata Banerjee yesterday and also with Uddhav Thackeray. So could you please help me understand that why the special treatment to Kejriwal by Mamata Banerjee, and why the separate meeting before all the parties of the alliance are set to meet today?
Well, there's something cooking up between the India Alliance also, because after the debacle of the Congress party in northern states, the Chhattisgarh, Madhya Pradesh and the Rajasthan, there's something cooking up between the regional parties, that is Shiv Sena, TMC and Aam Aadmi Party and other parties also. And let's see how does it turn up. But yes, all is not well. It doesn't seem to be all is well within the India Alliance now.
Thank you so much, sir, for sharing this information with us and throwing some light on this situation, both concerning Delhi's Chief Minister Arvind Kejriwal. We will keep our viewers updated on these situations as they develop, with Kejriwal going on 10-day long Vipassana meditation course. But we have another big breaking news in